the gallery in Honolulu, Hawaii, and today we wanted to share our vast amount of knowledge on pendants with you. Now, we made all of these pendants for some malas that we're putting together, and we're thinking, there's nothing better than having a pendant that's detachable, and then you can hang it on any project. Right? You make something and you can only put it on one item. It's kind of like, what if I don't want to wear that one today? So we are going to show you some different options.
There are.
The first one, let's just talk about is the lobster. Here and here. So this is a lobster clasp. And a lobster clasp is typically used on bracelets and necklaces as a finishing piece. Here, what we did was use it as a charm holder. So you can take it and clip it. Now, the one thing to think about is, will it clip over the bead and over the cord? So this one is 13 millimeters. Now, one of our favorite sizes is 9, and that's really, really tiny. And that is great for small projects. If you're making itty bitty necklaces, now if you're going to use it as a pendant veil, then we recommend going with something as big as a 13 millimeters. We do have it in an 11 millimeter, but again, it's going to be up to you to make sure that this loop can go over. It's going to be up to you to make sure that this hook can go over the wire, like so. The chain, the cord, or even a seed bead. Okay. So if you like this lobster, I'm going to show you the number right now. It is S1-3. Jason's going to pop that up. That is the size we really like for interchangeable pendants using a lobster clasp. It's nice. We have it in sterling silver, gold fill, and rose gold filled. So pretty much all the metals you could imagine needing it for. We also have this on the website. So if it's something you want to get on the website, can do. So when you type in G17, G17, that'll also work. It'll take you to the gold one, and then it'll let you pick sterling or rose gold. Now, another kind of lobster we like is the swivel. Let me see if I have a sample with that one. I do not. Right here. So instead of running around like a crazy person, which I'm tempted to do, I'll just show it to you right here. The swivel lobster is S1-39, or if you're going to do a comic selling, you'll just type in sold S139. And look at how cool this is. The head moves round and round. So if you have a pendant and let's say you want the gem to be able to flip when you're wearing it, you may want to use a swivel lobster. These are really, really great when you're making jewelry with it, necklaces and bracelets, because sometimes when you have a bracelet on, it gets stuck. I'm not sure if you've ever felt that way. The clasp hooks in and then it makes the bracelet kind of like torque. But if you have a swivel lobster, it can move around and sit really nicely on your wrist. So that's called a swivel lobster. That's something you feel could benefit you. That's sold space S139. We have other sizes, but this is the size we recommend if you're going to be using it as a pendant. Jason, do you like swivel lobsters? I know that we've been selling them for over 2 decades.
I do. It allows you to it allows the design to lay flat, even though if you're designing and it becomes perpendicular to the project, it turns.
Yes.
And it won't twist on you, so you'll see the look of the project, the look of the lobster the whole time.
And it'll stay nice and
Flat.
We'll have to, maybe we should do a video about that.
You should.
All right, next up, let us talk about
which one?
Using a hook.
Mm-hmm. The hook clasp.
Right here. So you can make these. We have a video on how to make this on our YouTube channel. And it's a swirly clasp. So you can make these or you can buy them from us. Either way, this is S128. And if you make them and you learn how to do it, you can do it in any metal of your choice. You can do it in sterling, copper, bronze, brass. They're very, very handy.
Gold filled, rose gold filled. Yeah.
Doesn't stop.
Doesn't stop.
We used 16 gauge. You can do it in 14 if you want to make a really thick one. If you want to make a teeny tiny one, you can do it in 18 gauge soft wire. It's using a round nose plier, a flat nose plier, bench block, and a hammer. So you can make this lovely pendant clasp. Call it a pendant clasp. Dun, 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 dun. And the nice part is you can close it tighter just with your fingers, just by crossing it back and forth. So then you don't have to worry about it just coming off easily. But you don't want it to be so hard either. So that's a really nice one. And plus, once you have weight on it, it's not going to swivel and work its way back out. The gravity will make sure that it's going to hang straight down, pulling on this part of the clasp, not on the opening.
I like that one, actually.
Me too. It looks nice.
It does look good.
So that is
S128.
So by now you might be seeing the benefit of interchangeable clasps. If you don't, you can always call us. Now here is a very simple one, okay? Let me pull out two very simple options to show you if you do not want to add a clasp and you want it smaller. Put it this way. So the first one is wrapping it directly onto your piece. If you make your loop large enough, it can slide off and on, thus making it interchangeable. I made this loop on a wrap and tap. So I think, if you're ever wondering where you made something, best thing to do is take it off. I'll show you. And pop it back on. It's going to be, because I hammered it and I made it bigger, it's going to be the one that it does fit and a little bit bigger. Now, each of my wrap and taps, because I have about 10 of these over the years that we've had for classes, they're all slightly different. So you can go and try a different one and be like, okay, oh, that, I must have made it on this one right here, on the medium wrap and tap, the second jaw. Perfect.
That's actually one of my favorite pliers right there.
So this loop is such a nice size on the second jaw. It fits right on like so. And the inner diameter is about, looks like 8 millimeters. So that's one way, is that you just make a large loop. If your loop isn't large, then you can just use a jump ring to attach it. So that is the primary way I've seen people get, and what we do to get a pendant onto a chain. But then you have to open and close it. So if you're giving this as a gift, most people don't want to open and close the jump ring with their own tools. So a large loop is a nice option, jump ring. And then the last one of the three easies is an eye pin. So an eye pin is a loop that is not wrapped shut. So you can just open it. Oops, this one might not be an eye pin. Let me see if I have an eye pin sample.
It's one of those.
I think it's in the other tray. I think this one is wire wrapped. Let me see. Is it? Yeah, this one is wire wrapped shut. So if you wire wrap it, just tend to make a little bit larger loop on the base of your round nose pliers. So that loop was made here on the base of the round nose plier, and the base usually can get over a 4 millimeter soldered ring. So that is handy, like that. So a 4 millimeter soldered ring is one of our standards. We love this jump ring. Soldered closed. And the base of our Lindstrom rounds is bigger than this. So it's a little formula we've used for years. That works. And finally, you can do an eye pin. An eye pin is a loop that opens and closes. So unlike a basic wire wrap, you can open it, slip it onto your project, and close it shut. It is similar to just using a jump ring to attach a piece on. And again, this is not something we recommend if you're giving it as a gift. So you don't have, unless you're going to give your friend a plier to open and close it. If not, it is a nice way though if you're just at home and you're like, I want to wear this tomorrow, but I don't want it permanently on this necklace, then eye pin it and you are good to go. Now we have this one. This is the hook hoops. Now the hook hoop is really cool. Our friends at TerraCast made this, and now that they're not making it anymore, I'm so sad to report that they're not making findings anymore or charms. We do have a limited amount of these still. It's called a hook hoop. You can find this on our website under hook hoop because we have it in, I think, 4 sizes. So the size we're showing you today, this is a 20 millimeter. What we like about this is you attach the whole piece, the whole thing to your necklace. Okay? Then this opens up. Dun, da, 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 and you can put on whatever you want, close it, and it's an interchangeable pendant hook. So thank you so much for making these. TerraCast, we will miss you. And you can change it. But don't be sad because 20 years ago we took a class with Lynn Merchant and she showed us how to make this. Very, very similar, you'll see, to the hook hoop, except you have to make it. Our friend Gail, who also took classes with Lynn, she is making a video so we can share it with you guys and you can learn how to make it. Now, if you want to purchase it, we do sell these. We do sell the Charmies. We make them in gold, sterling, rose gold. You can reach out to us because we do custom sizes. They range about $20 to $30, but here is one, M213 for the gold fill 28. We don't have any sterling to show you today, but it is something we can remedy. The way this one works is you make it and it hooks on. You can take your pendant off and on. And you close it. Dun, da, da, da. And getting it off and on is pretty easy because it is like a clasp right through there. And you can pinch it gently to make it tighter. I like this one a lot. And we have one last one to share with you. It's so simple. Lynn called this a Lynn link. We also call it just a figure 8. And you just need a tool like this to make it. Jason, how about if I make one before I leave? Super quick.
Sure.
Okay, just so give you a taste of how simple and fun it is to do some wire work. Let me cut a little piece of wire. And you take your wrap and tap. And if you would like to buy an infinity from us, we do have them available for you. If not, you can make one. Okay. So you take your wrap and tap, and you're gonna make the first loop. Now I just am gonna pick 2 random sizes. Okay. This is just a quick off-the-cuff demo. I'm gonna take another jaw. Let me take the bigger one. Bring it around. You do a figure 8. Keep rolling it up. See that? cut inside. And then we'll hammer it on your bench block with your hammer. And you can see you can do it in different sizes. And the way this one works, I didn't even show you how it works. Okay. You can open it, pop it on, or you can slide right through it if you want to. It depends on how, like if you have really big beads, you might not be able to get through it. Open it, close it, hang it, and put your goodies on the other side. And to hammer it, always easy and fun. Tap, tap, tap. Do the whole thing like that, or the opposite side for some texture. You want to do the whole piece. To keep it short though, you don't want to run over, you can finish it up, and then you have this infinity link like this. Now, please like, follow, subscribe, do anything you like. Just make sure you stay in touch with us so that we can keep teaching you things. If you want a video from start to finish on how to make this, let me know. Comment below, and Jason and I will look at the comments. And if there is interest, for sure, we can put a quick video together on how to make this infinity link. And then we can also tell you wire recommendations and sizes of what will work. Okay, thank you so much. Jason, did I show everything possible?
Everything you did. The whole tray is done.
Okay.
Thanks for the demo.
Thank you.